Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gold stalls, platinum and silver setting up for a big move. Is this the time when the gold to silver ratio is going to normalize or go back to lower levels, dropping more points since it's extremely high right now, meaning that silver's undervalued? Is silver going to start outperforming gold? This is what this article is talking about. Also, another article talking about the pandemic to dent silver supply and demand in 2020. So, first off, let's talk about this because we know that silver's been a ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. We've just been waiting for silver to make some type of move, and it looks like it is setting up to move. It's setting up for a big move, either higher or lower, but most likely it's going to be on the upside. So expect higher prices sooner than later, and expect silver to start outperforming gold sooner than later because the gold to silver ratio is way too exaggerated. It needs to normalize. So anyways, the wild trade continues mostly because of the lack of liquidity in most markets. Gold is in wide sweeping congestion in a bull market. However, that appears to be a seller or a forced liquidation in the yellow metal. Since the price is so high, people are selling it. There have been periods the last couple of days where gold has sold off hard in a few minutes only to bounce, smelling of a forced sale into a liquid market. Silver and platinum are almost mirroring each other. Both appear to be weak and have not had the same bullish action as gold. Silver and platinum are winding in a range that is tightening, setting up a move that will be 10+% in either direction, so either higher or lower. This type of move is typical when a market coils in such a tight pattern, creating a big move. So based on our algorithm and positions, they should move higher, or they should be higher as we remain long across the board. So they are bullish in their algorithm, which they use the trading bots, the artificial intelligence, so it's very accurate. Is remaining long position. It's remaining bullish. Of course, the move could be lower, but until something changes, we will stay long the metals and look for the move to be higher. So, definitely bullish in Kitco News side of things, and also on Silver Slayer's side of things. I'm curious where you think it's going. Right now we see silver at $15.23, and it just has to start pushing up towards that $18-19 range, right? It's too low right now. So this is not silver's natural price. Silver's natural price is actually much higher than this, but I definitely think we're going to see this $17, $18, $19 silver start to pick up. So anyways, CPM Group, pandemic to dent silver supply and demand in 2020. So the global virus pandemic will hurt both silver supply and fabrication demand in 2020, but the ultimate impact on the market could be offsetting, said the CPM Group in its Silver Yearbook 2020 released Tuesday. On the supply side, government measures to combat the pandemic have resulted in mine closures in key mining in some jurisdictions, while some companies have also proactively shuttered their operations, right? And this is because of the main silver producers: Mexico, Peru, Chile, Australia, China. The virus has been drastically shutting things down. And I think I actually went over some of this article yesterday, so I just wanted to refresh, because this is going to affect things on a much larger scale than I think we realize, than I think people are realizing. And I want to highlight some things in this article because the net impact of these disruptions is near zero at the time. See, the virus is pushing things into very weird situations, and I do not think that this virus, or that the government can continue this market or the monetary policy for too much longer. I feel like the facade is up, the gig is up, and they have to share what's really going on. And what that's going to do for silver's price in return, that's going to be astronomical. That's where we're going to see the bigger prices headed, right? Because supply and demand is key 101 fundamental for silver price pushing higher. And if we have a low supply mixed with a high demand, that's going to push the price up. But Silver Slayer, how much higher? Well, that's what we can talk about, because people say they speculate $50 silver. Some people speculate $1,000 silver, right? But that's not important right now. Spot price is irrelevant right now. We have to remember the bigger picture, and that is that silver is valueless within itself because of this intrinsic value. It's priceless. Silver always will have an ounce of silver inside of it, which that is the real value. That's where the real value comes from, right? It's not the spot price attached. It's not who says how much is of the silver of a silver is worth what. That's not what it's about. What it's about is the metal value and what that metal can do in the world. So it talks about silver supply, fabrication demand expected to fall. So demand is going to be falling because our economy doesn't need it as much, right? Because the economy isn't going back to work, well, hopefully soon, within the next couple days, but still it's going to take things to kick up and really start to get back on the swing of things, right? And that's going to be where silver has some catching up to do, especially with gold, because we still see the gold to silver ratio sitting extremely high, right? The gold to silver ratio is still extremely high, and it's definitely it's waiting to do something. It's waiting to make a move. So it's talking about this right here. Consumers and businesses are likely to curb their expenditures for the several months following the lifting for lockdowns. So there will also remain a threat of the second wave of infections from the virus following the lifting of lockdowns until there's a proven cure. So even when things start to kick back in the swing of things, there might be a second wave of the virus because people are going around each other again, and then there'll be a second wave, and that's going to prolong things. That's going to push prices upwards and downwards, and things are going to stay crazy, right? We're living in crazy times, so expect crazy prices, but silver is definitely a ticking time bomb just waiting to explode. Investors' interest in silver picked up during the first quarter. However, and the consultancy projected net silver investment of 78.9 million ounces in 2020. Still, the CPM group said this would be lower than during previous silver bull markets, noting that 2016 investment demand was 131 million ounces. And we remember the July 2016 high of $21 silver. Are we going to get back to that? Do you think that's possible? Investors are expected to buy silver on price declines in anticipation of higher prices in the medium to long term, right? Medium to long term, short range to midterm range, 3 to 6 month range. We hopefully should be seeing $18 silver again. I know that's bullish, but that's definitely possible, right? We saw platinum and palladium shoot up hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. We saw gold do the same thing recently. Why not silver? Silver's next up to bat. It's definitely next on the waiting list, and the situation, the information, the statistics we have are blatantly obvious right in front of us, right? I always say, if you can go in the future and look back on today's time, after silver already exploded, you could look back on this time to say, wow, of course silver was a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. How silly was I to not think that, or to not have as much faith as I did, right? You don't want to miss the boat. You don't want to be one of those people. You have to stay on guard and look at the reality, the realistic point of view from this, and it's sharing. It's obvious, right? Supply and demand surplus, our monetary policies, QE, our stimulus packages, our dollar is deflating, it's crushing. We're not going to have the same type of monetary system in place for much longer. And that's the cold hard truth. So gold and silver is the only thing that can hold its value against that. So you need to be protecting yourself against that. So anyways, the link to these two articles will be in the description. I'm curious though, how high do you think silver can go? Do you think silver is going to start outperforming gold, and why? What's going to take silver to that next level, or what's going to keep gold at this preserved level of $1,700, or what could kick silver up? I definitely think the gold to silver ratio should be around 75 to 1. Not 115 to 1 what it's currently at. So the ratio definitely, it has to normalize sooner than later in return, meaning silver outperforms gold. So if you are debating on gold and silver, silver is definitely cheaper, the more undervalued metal to invest in, and I definitely think that that's where the money's going to be at, ladies and gentlemen. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button. Also make sure you subscribe, because I'm busting my butt every day, working hard, making daily videos, giving you the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date news in the world of precious metals, so you can strategize and stack your silver accordingly and profitably. So liking the videos definitely goes a long way. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning into this video. Smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.